Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and yeah, DVD update. First I want to give an apology to Lance, Book Reader, and the First Power 100, because I haven't reviewed these yet. I'm going to try to get to them. The First Power 100, these three films he had sent me. And then also Lance, I know, I haven't looked at these yet. I know. I do apologize. I want to sometime, just a matter of when. Um, for a month I've been meaning to review this. I still haven't. I don't know. Just oh, you got time for that, but you don't have time to do a video on Crystal Pepsi. That's me talking. I mean, they've been very nice. They've been very nice. They haven't mentioned it at all. It's me who's bugging about it. It's like I'll try to sometime. But as for the DVD update, stuff that I got pretty cheap, because I'm very cheap when it comes to stuff. Uh, of course, I did a review for this, the Funhouse. Once again, thanks to Ninja Super Sport who sent me this. It was very kind of him. Film that at first I didn't like way back when, but I liked it. It was more, it's not really a slasher film, not a blood and guts film, but more of a atmospheric, the carnival setting, especially the Funhouse setting. Interesting villain, like the creatures, kind of a little bit of tragedy, I like the design. I don't know. Good acting. Yeah, the Funhouse. Let's see. Where to start with? Well, I guess I'll start with these. If I can find the other. Okay. I decided to get these because they were very cheap. About $2-3 a piece. And I had the fifth one, so I figure it would make sense that I have part 5, I should have the others. Part 3 really doesn't have anything to do with it, so you probably already know what it is. So I got the first, the Fast and Furious. This is the collector's edition. Give these another shot. I remember not being the biggest fan of the first one, but again, I have part 5, so it's like if I watch part 5 again, I like to watch the previous ones to see how it led up to it. Just uh, it just flows better for me. I'm weird like that. But the making of the Fast and Furious, feature commentary director Rob Cohen, Racer X, the article that inspired the movie, talks about the special effects, music videos, stuff like that. But that's the first Fast and Furious. And then one that I thought I had, I swear I thought I had this, because I saw this actually in the theater, and I remember liking this film in the theater. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember actually liking this more than the first one, to be honest. But that's Too Fast, Too Furious. I don't mind Paul Walker. He surprised me in a film called Running Scared by director Wayne Kramer. I actually really like that one. So, uh, and I actually don't mind Tyrese. This guy, I don't mind him. But Too Fast, Too Furious. Uh, the only plot problem I can think of is, you don't need CGI in a car movie, in my opinion. And then this is one that I remember not liking when I first saw it, but again, comes right before Fast 5, so Fast and Furious. Such a lame fucking title, too. Like, seriously, you cannot think of another title. You got Fast and the Furious, and then we got Fast and Furious. It's like, think about this. Just look at this. Look at this shit. Fast and the Furious, the Fast and the Furious. Like, literally, that's, just take the out of it. How about, they could call it Fast 4. Fast and the Furious 4 with an IV. But no, just Fast and Furious. Yeah, I know, just stupid thing. But I remember not being the biggest fan of this movie. But yeah, I want to give it another shot because again, this takes place right before Fast Five. So, to watch this and then lead up to Fast Five, it just, And this is actually a two-disc. The second disc has featurette driving school with Vin Diesel, shooting the big rig heist, high-octane action, stunts, under the hood, muscle cars and imports. Yeah, it's pretty much a two-disc set. Fast and Furious 3, the Tokyo Drift, didn't really care for it, and I didn't need to revisit that because it has nothing to do with the other films, other than Vin Diesel's in a little cameo at the very end of the movie. But other than that, really, it has Son Kane, but I don't give a fuck about him. He's alright in Fast 5, but, he should not be in bullet to the head there, I said. But Fast and Furious, well, Fast and the Furious 4, I'm just going to call that because I hate calling this title. Want to give this another shot, even if I don't like it, at least it'll lead up to Fast 5, which I know that's my favorite of it, so. But let's see, what else? Let's go to, got this because it completed my collection of this guy's movies. Ernest Wacky Adventures, Volume 2. I grew up with this character. I grew up with Ernest P. Worrell, Jim Varney, who passed away with lung cancer, very sadly missed. I didn't even know for the longest time he even did TV commercials. He even did commercials from Mellow Yellows, which was ironic because I really loved Mellow Yellow. I'm like, he did a commercial for that? Wow. But now I pretty much have everything with Ernest. I have Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to Camp. I think it was Ernest Goes to Camp, then Ernest Saves Christmas. I have Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Steer Stupid, Ernest Rise Again, thanks to good people out there. Hey Vern, it's Ernest, the complete first season, thanks to another good guy out there. I got Pat that has Ernest Ray's hits, but hits as well. But Gray's Hits Volume 1 and 2, which is his commercials. Ernest Goes to Africa, Ernest in the Army, that was in that pack. I feel like I'm missing something. And then this one has two that I had, Ernest Goes to Africa and Hey Ernest, My Family album, but it had the two that I was missing. I was missing Ernest Goes to School and Slam Dunk Ernest, which he did with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And, it completes the collection of Ernest. I know there's a collection out there that doesn't have every Ernest film. It has like a bunch like pretty much the second half of his career. But yeah, this had the last two that I didn't have, so no features. Next step, I could probably do this. And this is actually a Christmas present I had gotten from a family member that I forgot to show. But I grew up with these films. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of westerns, but I grew up with these. Trinity. That is with Terrence Hill and Bud Spencer, and They Call Me Trinity, and Trinity is still my name. You also have another one called Boot Hill. But I grew up with the Trinity films. I love They Call Me Trinity. I always have fun with that one. And then these two actually did more. So you have A Fistful of Trinity, the 4-film collection, Terrence Hill, Bud Spencer, which they actually did 4 films. So the title's kind of misleading because there's nothing Trinity about this, but it has the 2 actors who I believe were, voices were dubbed and stuff, but I still like them. And the 4 movies are Watch Out, We're Mad, 2 Missionaries, Soldier of Fortune, and Aladdin. I have never seen these, so these will be interesting. And this was very, very, very cheap, too. Sorry, God, They Call Me Tranny stuck in my head. Now, found these. These were like $5-6 a piece, which I thought was pretty good because it's a season. And I had this one, so I'll show it first just to show what I got. I had only this one. Reno 911, Season 1. That was a very funny show on Comedy Central. I thought it was a hilarious show. I don't know how many seasons this went into, but I found for $5-6 each that they had Season 2, uncensored, and Season 3. And again, I don't know how many seasons this went into. Maybe they went in the 4th season, I'm not sure. But Season 2 and 3, and these are, again, pretty cheap. So, it's pretty cool. Next up is, let's see, let's go with, this is a $1.50 film. I remember being like a time waster, wanting to give it a look. P2. Most notably, it's produced, is it produced? Yeah, it's produced, and he worked on the screenplay, Alexander Aja, or Aja, just say Aja, just AJA. Alexander Aja did helped on the screenplay and helped on producing it. P2 is based about a girl who is stuck in a parking garage and is around Christmas Eve. I think it's Christmas Eve, and this psychopath, stalks her all around. And I remember this actually being not that bad of a film. P2, sort of like a pretty well directed flick by Frank Calhoun. What else that guy has done?
What's funny is maybe by the time you see this, I did a review of Ted, and it made me think of this movie. So I I found it. It was $10. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. I like this movie more than Ted. I thought this movie did it better. Paul, and that's really what my thoughts were. I thought this film was better than Ted, in my humble opinion. Um, I thought Paul was funnier. I thought he had a better script written by Simon Pegg and Nick Frost than Ted. You have grown-ups with the little foul-mouthed thing, only it's an alien instead of a teddy bear. But I like these two better than Mila Kunis and Mark Wahlberg, aka the cast of Max Payne. And this Blu-ray actually has a good documentary on it as well. That's not on the DVD. It has all the features of DVD, but it also has a documentary. So that's why I got it on Blu-ray. But I had fun with this. I like this more than Ted. I'll be honest. I prefer this film. But that's just me. And finally, well, not finally, but I got this film, Simone, because Al Pacino. I remember watching this once, and I thought it was interesting because I like the idea. Al Pacino's a guy who wants the perfect actress, so he creates a fake woman, like in the computer, to be like becomes like the biggest hit in Hollywood, but she's not real. I thought it was I'm explaining it poorly, but you guys can look it up. I thought it was an interesting film. I thought Al Pacino did a really good job. I'm a fan of Al Pacino. I haven't seen all of his yet, I know, but I'm a fan of Al Pacino. And Simone, I thought this wasn't that bad of a movie. I know it got the crap kicked out of when it came out, but I don't think this was that bad of a film. I remember liking this one, Simone. For every time I saw this, I always thought that was Charlize Theron, but it's not. I mean, it's Charlize Theron. No, it's not. She looks a lot like Charlize Theron, in my opinion. Maybe I'm blind. This one I got because it was very dirt cheap, and give it another look. The Man, Samuel Jackson. I like Samuel Jackson, and I liked Eugene Levy. I just remember this being really crappy. But I want to give it another look. Again, this could very well be crappy again, but it wasn't that much at all. And give it another look. Of course, it doesn't help that you have Samuel Jackson in comedy and you made PG-13. That didn't help either. And finally, which shit, I have like a minute, great. The two King Kongs. I have this one to give it another look. I remember hating it. It's a 2-disc. It was like $2-3. Has a shitload of features. But I remember hating it, especially the fucking scene where he's ice skating with the girl on the fucking ice. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Okay, does she want to suck some big Monty dick? And then the one that's my favorite, the 2-disc collector's edition of King Kong, with a lot of documentaries and shitload of features. King Kong, I finally got it. Like I mentioned in my Q&A, I finally got it. It wasn't the HD DVD like they sent me before of the Ron movie, but that's King Kong, my favorite version. So thanks for watching, and take care.